competitive figure skater since I was 5 years old. All I can remember is like my 6:45 a.m. sessions before school. So I would leave the house at like 6, be at the rink at 6:15, and then before I get on the ice at 6:45, it's just a warm-up. So off-ice warm-up, just like running, usually jump rope and stuff, stretching, and then like jump rotations. So you do like quarter, 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 half, half, full, like rotation each time. And that was kind of a pretty like important exercise that all my coaches always made me do. So we had off ice for like 30 minutes. And then once you get on the ice, it takes like 5 minutes to get ready. Then you're on the ice. I always had my private lesson first half hour. So we would just do like regular warming up. And because we didn't have a lot of time, we would just like go straight into jumps. Usually in like competition season, we just go through everything and then we run a program. So all of like the things you compete at a competition with jumps, spins, and everything. And then after that, if you do a clean program, which means you get every single element, or if you don't, then sometimes they like make me go back and do the whole program, but with just the elements I missed. And then that would be the end of my lesson, and then I'd have like 20 minutes before I'd have to leave to go to school. So I would just work on honestly anything I needed to. It's kind of like a free-for-all in your ice in your public, or it's called like a freestyle. So like you kind of just do whatever you need to, and that was it. Well, since I was little, I mean, looking back, I think I had more energy when I was little because now I can't even get up at 7 for school. But like when you're young, it's like a daily thing. So like you kind of just get used to it, and like it's just like a routine that you do. So I wasn't really tired because like as soon as I got up, I was ready. Like the getting up part was hard, but then like once I'm up, then I'm ready to go. I don't really have a favorite jump. I feel like all of them are decent. I feel like the easiest one for me is like a sow cow jump, maybe like a double sow cow. I never really got on my triples like solid, but sow cows were kind of easier. And then for me, my Biellmann spin is kind of like not my trademark, but like the one thing that I always like to show off in the program. So that one was like always a lot better, and it looked really pretty. I'm always scared. Even like for track and field now, like you would think I'd have like built up my like endurance for competing, but it's still so scary every time. Like there's nothing really I can do because I'm always like doubting myself, and I'm always thinking about what I'm gonna do, and I always like walk it through in my head. But I mean, yeah, I just like try to breathe and like keep moving, and just like I always like bang my hands on my arms and just like walk around and just try to keep loose, and then like deep breaths is like literally all I can do. Obviously winning is one aspect, but because we have levels in skating competitions, so yeah, it's always like clean programs too. And if you have a clean program, it's like you're likely going to get a good score anyways. So it's always like beating your personal best, or like landing a jump that you couldn't do in practice, but like nailing it in competition. That's what's like the most important, I feel like. My favorite guys are Nathan Chen and Yuzuru Hanyu, because they're like inhumane. Like they're like, I don't know how they can do that. And then for girls, when I was younger, Yuna Kim was like one of my idols. And then now maybe Karen Chen, just because like I actually grew up with her coaching, or with skating, because we had the same coach. And so like she was always cool to just to like be around, and she was always like very shy, but like so modest about everything. So like I always felt very not intimidated by her, but like I always like looked up to her and respected her. So it was really cool. Honestly, maybe. I was honestly thinking about doing it in college too, like if that's something that I wanted to do. I don't think I would ever see myself being like as serious as I was when I was younger, but yeah, it's like like something you love, you just like never want to be away from it like for the rest of your life. So a lot of my friends actually who I grew up with, they're now skating in college, and so it's something that I might want to do in the future. There was one, 2015, the LA Figure Skating Club. It was like Burbank Championships or something. I never really went to any big competitions, but that was the one competition where I didn't do a clean program, but I landed my first element in the program, which was like a double axel, and I always struggle with that in competition, so I landed that. And then at the very end, there was a jump combination that I popped, meaning like I like chickened out of it, so I didn't do it, but I was able to make it up at the very last minute of my program, so I still got like all my points back, and so I did get first, and now my name is like engraved on that little trophy cup thingy. But that was the only thing that I always thought was like really cool. Honestly, taking advantage of like the time and training, like the privilege that you have to be at the rink every single day, and like the amount of work that my mom put in, especially like just time management, like value your time, and just working, like being around other people, and just having good sportsmanship always, but like learning how to be a good athlete in general and a good person, just because you have to be able, like, you share the ice with people, you have to be respectful. It's kind of like the common things that you would want to like have with you for the rest of your life. The most important thing I just say was like to have fun, just because skating is very like time consuming and very expensive, so you have to be very like passionate about what you're doing. And even if you're like at an older age, like right now, it's like it's not that big of a deal, because everyone, like, there's always like there's even like adult competitions now, so like everyone's getting involved, and it's not, especially like when you're older, it's a lot easier to learn because you have more balance compared to like a 3-year-old who like doesn't even know how to walk. So I think it's a lot easier to learn, and it's more fun for sure.